Good evening and welcome to Arizona Horizon. I'm Ted Simmons. Arizona's relentless growth is a major factor in the state's economic successes, but with that growth comes increasing concerns over demands on water and energy. Does Arizona have the infrastructure to handle continued development? Joining us now is Cheryl Lombard, President and CEO of NAIOP, Arizona, a local redevelopment association. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
You betcha. And NAIOP Arizona is?
It stands for the National Association of Office and Industrial Properties. We represent commercial real estate, which is all of the above, and it's where you live, work, and play.
Yeah. And obviously growth is a major factor to this group, but is Arizona growing in the right way?
Yes. I would say I was here back, I'll say the Great Crash, where our entire economy was really based on a home building based economy. And we spent, through the governors and the legislature and our city leaders and the business leaders, how can we have a more sustainable economy? And so we've done a great job between our education system, but also more importantly, how we attract new business, new economy. We can have a real economy in terms of just homes, which is an important part. But we now, besides obviously what we have with semiconductors, we have great in terms of industrial, we're part of the supply chain, our mining industry is expanding. The Arizona economy is really thriving all across the state.
Indeed. But the question again is, and this is my question to you, do we have the water? Do we have the power to continue to handle it in the right way, to handle it in any way?
That is the question always, especially on the water side for Arizona. We have done an amazing job our entire time in terms of when we were formed more than 100 years ago of planning for water. In terms of the Groundwater Management Act, moving forward, we have done an amazing job in terms of securing water supplies. Our cities, our counties, and across the state have been planning. We have the Colorado River, we have the Salt River, we have all of those supplies that we're now tapping into. We've done a great job in terms of planning, in terms of groundwater management. We're one of the only states that actually has a groundwater management plan versus the entire upper basin and probably our sister states. It's just an important step that we've made for planning, but we need to do more to plan for our new future.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. Had the goalposts moved a little bit because of the Colorado River Compact and the fussing and the fighting involved there, and with the advancement of AI and advanced manufacturing? I mean, things move, things shift.
Yes, it's all the above. Yes, for the Colorado River, it is a stressed river. It's been a stressed river for a very long time. How we have, in Arizona, we have planned for this stress, but it has been sped up. But now we're at a critical time. The Colorado River negotiations are at a critical point. But we have put forward as a state, along with the other lower basin states, Nevada and California, a very reasonable plan. And it's now up to the hands to the federal government, specifically this administration and the Department of Interior, to make a decision. It is making severe opportunities in terms of where we need to go with infrastructure, which we will talk about, but it's also we're prepared to make those changes and to move forward. And that's why I'm sitting here in terms of the commercial real estate industry and how we grow. That's actually part of the solutions. It's how we fund it. It's how we get all this infrastructure built. Yeah,
talk to me about that solution and how NAIOP and commercial real estate can play a part here in making sure, I mean, it's got to get done. It's reality here. This isn't even theoretical anymore.
You're correct. And again, it has been sped up. Our cities, the Central Arizona Project, all of the other communities in terms of their water supplies, they've done a great job planning. And it's the infrastructure, it's wastewater treatment plants, it's been storing water. We've done a great job in terms of water credits. It's now time to execute on all of those plans that we've had for the past 30 years. But now we're also looking ahead. We have created our advanced water purification, which is using recycled water. Those plants are being built across this county and other counties, Pinal and Pima County. That's a great interim tool. And again, real estate development is helping finance that. Growth is helping pay for that, along with impact fees and other things that are happening within our cities and counties, depending on where you are. Then we're moving on to augmentation. There are different plans that were recently announced between California and Arizona in terms of taking some of the desal water in San Diego to here. Those are all things. As well, in the groundwater management plan itself, it allowed for moving water from what we call the Harquahala Basin That's how the town of Green Creek, that's how other communities are, again, they are purchasing water. That is what we call that interim water. Then we need to look to larger supplies of water for our state because it is a diminishing supply with the Colorado River. But we're prepared, and as part of commercial real estate, we're part of those solutions.
What about solutions regarding power and energy? Because
yeah.
obviously water is a major concern, and we've done enough segments on this to know that is a concern. And
yes.
Especially, we don't know what the feds are going to say about the Colorado River. So we got to, again, the goalposts will move yet again. But when you drive up I-17, you look at TSMC, goodness gracious, that's a whole new that's a whole new world out there. How do we get the power? Are you planning for nuclear? Are you hearing extra plans for renewables, for gas, for coal? How are we going to power all this stuff?
So a couple things to answer your question in terms of NAIOP and how we're involved with that. We just last week did our first, it's our energy infrastructure, or actually energy economic infrastructure luncheon in terms of how we can talk about these things. We brought together the CEOs of our utilities who are the ones making those investments and those decisions. APS was talking about nuclear. SRP was also talking about water and energy, and then Southwest Gas. The biggest thing we have right now that is extremely important is the large gas line that's coming from Texas into Arizona that Energy Transfer is leading, the Desert Southwest gas line. That's extremely important. That is going through its current permitting process and working with counties and the localities. We have to get that built. As well, nuclear power, we have Palo Verde, which was at the time until recently the largest nuclear power plant in the United States, which is purely off reclaimed water, to your question,
Right.
The energy and water nexus. And that is still going in full force. And now we're as well moving into natural gas. We have plenty of solar, and it's all of the above.
Real quickly, because we're running out of time here, but are all the utilities are they rowing in the same direction?
Yes.
That's it. That's a good answer.
It is a good answer. I can say that they are rowing in the same way.
I'm glad to hear that because that's encouraging news. Cheryl Lombard, again, NAIOP, Arizona, talking about power and energy and growth in Arizona. Good to have you here.